Hello, my name is Andrea, and this is High Literature, a program where I introduce stories and art to you, the viewer. I'm really sleepy, so this is perfect timing because I'm going to do this and I'm going to go to bed. I got in the mail these Muppet children books, and they've just been great. This one is The Muppets Go Camping. This one came out in 1981. The one I showed on Friday was from 83. And we're just going to dive right in. Time to relax, sighed Kermit the Frog as he settled down in his easy chair. What's this? Looks like a note from Robin. Dear Uncle Kermit, I have gone to spend a night in the woods. I'm trying to win my Frog in the Wilds badge for Frog Scouts. I can't take any food. I must forage. But it's all right. I have 1 box of matches to make a fire. See you tomorrow. Love, Robin. And this scene right here reminds me of Frog and Toad. A little later, Kermit was working in his garden. Lucky Robin, he thought, nothing like a peaceful night in the woods. Let me see. Oh, who's there? Just then, Fozzie Bear stopped by the gate. Hi, Kermit, he said. What's new? Robin's gone camping, said Kermit. He handed Robin's note to Fozzie. Kermit, this is terrible, Fozzie said. Poor Robin. He'll starve. He'll freeze. And there are scary things in the woods, like bears. You've got to protect him. Fozzie's just so concerned. Okay, said Kermit. I wouldn't mind a peaceful night in the woods. I'll go camp near Robin. If he needs help, I'll be right there. Great idea, said Fozzie. I'll go too. And Kermit's like, what you gonna do? Okay, sure. Suddenly, Kermit had company. Count me in, said Gonzo. And moi, said Miss Piggy. I'm with you, man, said Floyd Pepper. Camping, camping, bellowed Animal. There goes one peaceful night in the woods, sighed Kermit. Everybody's just Looney Tuning their way over there. My goodness. Poor Kermit. Kermit told his friends to go home and pack. Don't forget to bring warm socks and sleeping bags, he said. 15 minutes later, the rescue party set out to find Robin. They had brought warm socks and sleeping bags, and a tuba, and shovels, and an umbrella, and costumes from the theater. They trudged up a steep hill. On their way into a dark and tangled forest. Wow, a swamp, said Gonzo. It's fantastic. Let's camp here. No, I think we'd better keep going, said Kermit. Sleepin' tree, insisted Animal. Let's keep going, said Kermit. Man, I do like ditches, yawned Floyd. He lay down in a ditch and fell asleep. Well, I think we walked far enough, said Kermit. Let's set up camp in this clearing and have something to eat. Then we'll find Robin. Sweetums put up the tent. Sweetums, is that the way a tent's supposed to look, sir? Asked Fozzie. Yes, answered Sweetums. Looks terrific, said Fozzie. Now for some food, said Kermit. He looked in the food bag. I've got good news And bad news, he said. The good news is we brought a nice big food bag. And the bad news is we forgot the food. They all groaned. Well, said Miss Piggy, if helpless little Robin can camp without food, so can we. So why doesn't somebody just run down to the store and buy a nice, yummy dinner? We can't buy food in the woods, said Kermit. We'll forage, we'll hunt. There's plenty to eat. Berries, fish, and don't forget dragonflies. It's all out there waiting for us. The bare necessities of life. Aha, said Fozzie, I'll be the berry hunter. Get it? Berry hunter? Waka waka. Oh, that is a nice, that's a wonderful blueberry or blackberry. Oh, it looks so good. Oh, I love it. And I'll be the fisherman, said Gonzo. I'll be great. I'll catch the biggest fish you ever saw. Look at that blackberry. And you see the little green one next to it. That's not quite grown in and ripe yet. I mean, that's so perfect. I love his torpedo with the boxing glove. Camilla looks seasick. That's all you found? Asked Kermit when they came back to camp. Yeah, but you should have seen the one that got away, bragged Gonzo. Sweetums made a fire while Floyd made dinner. So Fozzie got a berry, and Gonzo caught a shoe. Kermit looked into the pot. Shoe and berry stew, he gulped. Nice going, gang. After they ate some stew, Fozzie said, We'd better start looking for Robin. He's probably starving. Good idea, said Kermit. But remember, we're only here to help him if he needs help. Reminds me of Calvin and Hobbes. I love how they made the shoe look like a monster. And like the stuff coming out of it's like tentacles. But finding Robin wasn't easy. They found his cap and a match, but no Robin. Here are some flipper prints, said Kermit. Robin must be around here somewhere. They followed the flipper prints all the way to a deep, dark cave. I knew it, I told you, cried Fozzie. Poor Robin's been frog-napped by bears. Fozzie, there is no such thing as frog-napping, said Kermit, waving his arms. Now let's see if Robin is in the cave. You go first, said Fozzie, backing away. Poor Kermit. He should have just kept on gardening. Kermit was about to creep into the cave when Floyd shouted, Wait, more flipper prints. They followed Robin's tracks to a deserted old house. The roof had holes in it, and the shutters banged in the howling wind. I bet a witch lives here, whispered Gonzo. Anybody home? Called Kermit. No one answered except an owl. Whoo! They all ran away. That is quite spooky. I'm glad they ran away and didn't go in. I'm freezing, said Floyd. I'm starving, said Miss Piggy. I'm scared, said Fozzie. I'm Gonzo, said Gonzo. I think Robin's in trouble, said Fozzie. I know we're in trouble, man, said Floyd. We're lost. No, we're not, said Kermit. Look, there's a light through the trees. Light, light, shouted Animal, running towards the glow. The others ran after him, tripping over the twisted roots in the path. Oof, said Sweetums as he ran into Fozzie, who ran into Miss Piggy, who ran into Floyd, who ran into Animal. Gonzo, what are you doing? Camilla would be so hurt. Look at that, they shouted. They were back at their camp, but it sure wasn't the same. This reminds me of that scene in Pee-wee's Big Adventure when he puts the headlight glasses on and sees like all the stuff that was hidden in the dark. The tent was sturdy, the fire was blazing, and the hungry campers could smell fish and wild mushrooms simmering in the pot. Who did this? Asked Kermit. I did, said a little green figure, stepping into the light of the campfire. It was Robin. I found your camp and saw how much help you needed, so I... Robin! They all ran to greet the little frog. Were the bears nice to you? Asked Fozzie. What about the witch? Asked Gonzo. Where have you been? Asked Kermit. All over the place, Uncle Kermit, said Robin. First I set up camp, and then I foraged for food. I caught a big fish and found lots of berries. After I ate, I found a swell cave and a nifty little house. When it got dark, I started back. Then I saw your tent and knew you were in trouble. Was it the bears who messed it up? And did a witch put a shoe in your stew? Yes, no. Funny you should ask, said Kermit. Just then, Sweetums picked Robin up and gave him a big sloppy kiss. The next day, Robin won 2 awards. His Frog Scout leader gave him the Frog in the Wilds badge for camping alone in the woods, and a very special badge that said, for helping campers in trouble. This reminds me of this Donna Reed episode where the husband was supposed to take his son and like the other scouts out on this camping trip. For some reason he couldn't make it. Like he's a doctor, and so he got called in unexpectedly, and Donna's like, I can take your place and take the boys camping, and it's just such a funny episode. And so it ends up being kind of a disaster, but this like forest ranger finds them and helps her out, and then what happens? I think the husband comes later because he gets worried, but then he sees that everything's fine, so then he leaves, and he's thinking, I guess like Donna did have it all under control after all. But then he runs into the forest ranger and he tells him, oh yeah, I saw them and helped them out, and it's such a cute show. I love Donna Reed. Anyway, I am clearly deliriously tired, so good night, and I will see you guys later. Bye.